Hello everyone, it is Jayden and welcome to The Alpha, the show where we talk about the hottest topics in pop culture and sports. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button on the video, and if you enjoy my commentary and myself truly as always, be sure to tap that subscribe button and to hit that notification bell to get notified when all my videos go live. I love you guys so much. Peace, love, and positivity always, y'all. See ya. A team that was considered not supposed to get where they were. A team that has been the laughingstock of the league for decades. A team that has not done anything well in decades. Horrible management, horrible ownership, led by James Dolan. We are talking about the New York Knicks. As of yesterday, they did something that was absolutely wrong. Should have never happened. They fired their head coach, Tom Thibodeau, relieving him of his duties after he signed a 3-year extension just a couple of months ago. I saw a lot of people flirting with this idea once the Knicks lost the series. And I looked and said that they had to be crazy. Because here is Tom Thibodeau's resume since he has been the head coach of the New York Knicks. His first year was in 2022. He missed the playoffs. 2023 and 2024, he took the Knicks to the playoffs and won the first round of their series and lost in the semifinals. And this past year, he lost in the Eastern Conference Final. Something that the New York Knicks has never went to for the past 25 years since their last finals run. That is his resume. Let me tell you why this was the wrong move for the city of New York City. We're talking about a team in the New York Knicks who are deprived of talent outside of their top 5. They got 6 good players, bona fide players. I like Trey McBride. He's cool. But look, you had Josh Hart, OG Anunoby, Mitchell Robinson, Karl Anthony Towns, Mikal Bridges, and Jalen Brunson. Everybody else was okay. They're just there. You had 6 bona fide guys who were good enough to get you by. When you're going up against a team like the Celtics, who were the champions of last season, you go in there in Boston, you win 2 games on the road. You come back to the Garden, you drop 1 out of 1. You won 1, you lost 1. You ended up closing the series out in 6. A lot of people said it was a fluke because Porzingis was not healthy. Jason Tatum suffered a season-ending injury in Game 5 or 4. No, it was Game 4. I get that. But the Knicks did something that a lot of people did not expect them to do. They beat the Boston Celtics. Do y'all guys know that the Knicks were not even close to being favored in that game? And on top of that, they went into a series against the Pacers where if certain possessions would have went their way, they would have found themselves in the NBA Finals against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Halliburton hit some lucky shots. Nesmith turned into prime Michael Jordan in the 4th quarter of Game 1, hitting all these threes. If it wasn't for that, this team could have probably been in the NBA Finals. I had the Knicks going to the NBA Finals. And what this man did for the city of New York, that he gave him a chance, gave them life. I've never seen the streets of New York like it has been during this whole playoff run. But what do the Knicks front office decide to do? They decide to hand Tom Thibodeau his walking papers. Does Tom Thibodeau have his faults? Yes. He isn't revolutionary on offense. He's supposed to be a defensive-minded head coach, but the defense of the Knicks was relatively lackluster this season. That is mostly due to personnel. Karl-Anthony Towns did not play nowhere near as good as defense. Jalen Brunson is a defensive liability. On top of that, he rides his guys. He is going to play his starting five to the death. And that has been the knock on Tom Thibodeau. He plays old branded basketball. But the most important thing about Tom Thibodeau was the fact that he had his guys ready, mostly ready to play. They were gritty, they were grindy, they never gave up. Ladies and gentlemen, I can literally count how many times they came back in this playoffs from 20 points. A lot of people may think that's a knock on Tom Thibodeau, on a Tom Thibodeau-led team, that they're having to come back from 20 points like they did. But they did it. Can we not give them credit for that? They made history for it. They showed heart, resilience, something that a championship team should have. But people like some analysts and probably the Knicks front office thought this season was a fluke. They believe they shouldn't have been having to come back from 20. They believe if Jason Tatum and them were healthy, that they would have lost. They would have had no chance. Tom Thibodeau did not deserve this. If I'm having a head coaching opening right now, if I have a ready-to-win now roster, if I have depth on a roster, I am on the phone calling Tom Thibodeau right now. And Tom Thibodeau didn't deserve this. He is a scapegoat for the real problem with the Knicks. They were not a well-organized team. They're not a well-oiled machine. Outside of those 6 players that I described to y'all, who do they have to go to? What big do they have coming off the bench? What bona fide scorer, 6-man type energy do they have coming off the bench? I can't name you one guy. Jalen Brunson like Tom Thibodeau. Katz played for Tom Thibodeau for years. He's the reason why he even came to New York. And I've seen a lot of people say that it was a player's decision, and players like Mikal Bridges didn't really like Tom Thibodeau, and it had to do with them playing him a whole lot of minutes. I can see that. But still, Tom Thibodeau didn't deserve this. Now, if you're the Knicks, what is available? I saw somebody throw around the name Ime Udoka. First of all, that is not going to happen because the Houston Rockets reignited their franchise since James Harden left. With them young cats and Şengün, Jalen Green, even though I do think they might trade away Jalen Green to go get a star. But Houston is not letting Ime Udoka leave the building. Michael Malone's available. He just won a championship 2 years ago. That is possibly their best option. I know they're bringing up some cat. He was an assistant coach who used to work under Tom Thibodeau that they're looking to hire him. But outside of that, what are your options? The Grizzlies head coach, who they just fired surprisingly. Those are your 2 bona fide options, is Michael Malone and the Grizzlies ex-head coach. Ime Udoka is not an option. It's never going to happen. They're not letting him walk out of the building. So the Knicks have to look at themselves in the mirror and say this was a stupid move. It should have never happened. He changed the culture of the Knicks. He gave this fan base hope. He done something for that franchise that they have not done in years, in 25 years, a very long time. Gave them a chance to go to the NBA Finals. And he had to conquer the bad ownership and the bad personnel directors of the New York Knicks. James Dolan, horrific owner. Well recognized throughout the league for being that. Worldwide West, Leon Rose. Giving up 6 first-round picks for a guy who's never been an all-star, and Mikal Bridges. When you could have used those number of picks to get somebody like Giannis Antetokounmpo, who is currently available this offseason, who could be that missing piece offensively that you need. Because the way you play basketball right now, riding Jalen Brunson the way you do, with no offensive efficiency, is not going to work. This is the Knicks ownership's fault. It is why the organization continues to be a laughingstock the way it is, and nothing else will change. I feel sorry for Tom Thibodeau. I feel sorry for the Knicks fan base. Because how do you move forward from here? Off of just Tom Thibodeau's resume, he has legitimately gotten better each year he coached. Does he have his faults? Yes, he does. Are they very glaring faults? They are. But you cannot look at me with a straight face and tell me that Tom Thibodeau deserved to be fired. He did not. He should get a head coaching job very soon. He is not going to be on the market long. That is all I have to say about that. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Did he deserve to be fired? What do the Knicks do in the future? And are there hopes of doing better than what Tom Thibodeau did? Whatever coach comes in? Will they be able to get back where they were? One could argue they probably won't. I want to know all of your thoughts down in the comments below.